as far as me concerned, I pure drunken people in a DMP, you know.
Pure what?
Pure drunken people.
Oh?
Based on what I hear coming from the platform. They'd have to be drunk. How could you ever come going to condemn the bus and say them whole? And you're going and then you're going to give tax to people. How much? 2,000 a month, 2,000 a week, or 2,000 for each child? You think that will work out, sir?
I don't know, Cleveland. How would they go about selecting the 20,000 families?
I want to know that.
Yeah.
You know Jamaican people love money.
And you give them the money, and then while them can't go to school because they use the money to do something else.
And so Mr. Bunting don't sorry for our children, because they don't know nothing how our children get to school and go home back from school. They know nothing. Because all these taxi people do is put the children all in the trunk of the car.
You see them do that, yes.
And they charge you the same money.
Yes.
Right? And they have no sympathy for the children. When you buck up one and two of them, you have to push them.
But you know, Cleveland,
sympathy for the children.
You know, Cleveland, I'm not going to sit here and just beat upon the taxi men and women alone, you know. They are culpable, but our leaders, up until now, have allowed this injustice to continue for over 60 odd years. The majority of children in rural Jamaica, they depend on them own. Forget a bus, for go school. The leaders have to take the responsibility for it.
You could look at the bus. The government trying to give the children a little comfort going to school and getting back home from school, and at least you, the parents, can try and keep up with what is happening at the bus. And you believe you have drivers that will drive carefully.
I don't understand. I don't understand the thinking in the People's National Party, though, you know.
Because everything the government tries to put the help the country, then come out against it.
But it's not smart politics. It's not smart.
That's not smart real bad mind. That's a real bad mind. Bad mind from the pit of hell.
Smart politics would hug it up, be critical, point out areas of weakness, but welcome it, embrace it. So we are going to make it better. That is smart politics.
It's just because they know it's a good thing, you know.
Yes.
You know it. And if I believe in Mr. Vaz, what he's doing. Right? And I know him having heart to help the children them to get to school and get home. Because it's naturally, Mr. You, sometimes when you don't see them come home,
you start
worry.
Yes, you fret.
You know?
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you that it's some of them where we have that mind when them have to take. Then treat the young people them bad. If they stand up there and watch them. You see?
Yeah.
You see? So I don't know, but it not sound good at all coming from our leaders. Call them the leaders.
The alternative prime minister.
Yes, it don't sound good. They're all drunk people them.
I don't know if they're panicking or is it desperation. I don't know who's in their war room, the engine room, to say, listen guys, you can't just go out and condemn this. Yes? Yeah, you have to hug it up. Identify the weaknesses. I see Michael Phillips trying to do that.
Well, that's it.
That's more sensible.
Himself, you know, because he usually complains that children in the country don't get the same benefit as we do.
Yes.
Right? So he couldn't say anything else.
But that is more sensible position to take.
Yes. The man called for last night up on TV. I don't know him not mess up himself. I try to convince the people. And you know what I can't take? The people them sit there. I know what I'm saying now go so. And them just sit there and a clap and go. What kind of people we are, sir? No, sir. We can't. But I don't think we should not care the politics is. We have to put up with them.
No.
Backward argument.
Embrace it. Yes, makes sense. For the first time since independence, we can say we have a proposed rural system for the rural children of this Jamaica who were discriminated against for so long.
Making some effort
Yes.
They're making some effort. Say that, no?
Yeah.
Gosh, man. No, sir.
Yeah, it's being,
People, we have to be careful, you know. We have to get to put in the house, you know. We have to be careful.
yeah. It's
Man,
just
we end up
being
with that
politically
drunken
dunce.
set.
That's what it is, being politically dunce.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, we know, you know the time of season we are in.
Yeah.
Yes? So, you know, expect them to come out and shower all praises on the government. Yeah. But be smart about it.
Be smart about it, sir.
Yeah.
You can't just come and talk them type of a way. So what you going to do differently? And the proposal when Mr. Goley make it don't make no sense. Me I don't, but me no see that because me know say all who no forget it, when getting like to get. You see, and that when be wasted of taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
And then give taxpayers' money to them activists, them and so on.
All right, Cleveland.
Okay.
Thank you. Good. 19 minutes going up to 11. Vincent, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Hughes.
Good morning, Vincent.
I don't know if you remember I called you earlier on last month.
About?
Well, I was telling you about that lady that they kidnapped on Old Hope Road.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What's her name
told
again?
you-
What was her name again?
Miss Robertson.
Yes, they call her what? What was
I
her?
think Alana she knew.
No, man, and Alana. They're not coming back to me now.
Well, I know Miss Robertson she name.
Yes. Nikki.
Yeah.
Nikki.
Anyway, I call you now to tell you, as I did tell you, I'm not a politician. But I don't know if you remember when I said to you, say, I was down by Paisley Road, and I tell you, if you look at the Young Jamaica Police channel.
I remember the call now, and I was telling you I wasn't familiar with
Right.
it.
And
Yes.
you tell me, say, you know Paisley Road. So, I'm telling you now, I was sitting down here last night, and I was watching the PNP them. But whether you're a politician or not, and you see certain things and you see it not right. No, I was driving at GOS for 7 years, right? And I know what the school pitney them thing about. So when I hear Peter Bunting and Mark Golden about talk about the school bus, I don't know what them have said because at the same taxi people and why my plan piggy, at them same man I take with the people and girl picnic, rate them and see them and things. So that means in no good for Jamaican.
Oh. So you see it?
Yeah, because what I will tell you now, as I tell you, I drive bus at GOS for 7 years. And you even on the GOS bus, you have some big arm ratting to a man. Well, when the school people and company bus, then go behind the man going up themselves and compile themselves. Right? So, me no want nobody tell me them thing they cause something what me know. And when me left GOS bus, me did that drive the other bus. Me don't know, you know the 250,000 them.
Yes, remember the 250,000 Encarver buses.
Right. Me used to drive those on the 47 route.
47 route was there.
Yeah, I drive on that route there for about 13 years.
That route took you from where to where?
From Chancery Street to downtown.
First Chancery Street, that's in Red Hills? Foot of Red Hills?
No, you not reach down too far.
Oh.
Right, the price right.
Price right, yes.
Right.
To downtown.
So terminate, and we come back at town from Mullines Road to Halfway Tree and thing. Anyway, me don't know what they matter about because last night when I hear matter and I see the people might jump up, me have to wonder if them people they sick. Because no, check it out September. After them pick the same one person go up on that school bus there.
Yeah.
So me don't know. Me don't.
I don't know. Probably, Mr. I'm thinking here, listening to you. Mr. Golding and Mr. Bunting are disconnected from that part of Jamaican life, where Jamaican children and parents have been through hell with a poor public transportation system we have been enduring for far too long. And in particular, the rural families who have to juggle, to get to and from school or from work. Mr. Bunting and Mr. Golding, I don't think are connected to that social reality, Yeah? If they were, I don't think they would have used such words to condemn this attempt. Yeah? I don't think they're connected to that social reality.
I don't know if you notice, he never was at the Jamaica Heads Conference at Montego Bay.
Who?
Mr. Golding.
He wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, have opposition leaders there, so that is for the Prime Minister.
Well, after more than less, he will be there because he to go to office. After Mr. Patterson and him send a representative, which is a lady.
Oh, Mr. Patterson?
No, Mr. Golding sent a lady to represent him.
Oh, he was invited?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. And normally you don't have the leaders of opposition there. No? Hold on for me, sir. We're up on a break. Hold on.
My hands were steady.
Actually invited to the opening ceremony of the CARICOM Heads of Government in Montego Bay yesterday, and he did not show. However, Janice Allen, his spokesperson on tourism, yes, Janice Allen, represented him at the conference. So you're absolutely correct, Vincent. I am ignorant of the facts.
I'm not talking what I don't know, Mr. Hughes.
That's why I have to give you credit, sir.
that is the reason why I tell you, say you must go and watch the Jamaica Young Police.
Yes.
Because that guy, I know him from the live at Paisley Road. His name is Mr. Porter. In Barna grow over Johnstown. So when you hear him, I tell you where I tell you. And no lie, I tell you because me see somebody.
All right, sir.
So you go on YouTube and look on it, why things why I must say.
Let me tell you something, listen, sir. There are so many things for me to read and to monitor. I really don't have the time, When you look at what I have in front of me to read, at my bedside, my little table at my bedside, I have a stack of stuff to read. So I can't really monitor all of these things, Only 24 hours in my day.
If it's even one time, Mr. Hughes.
I will try and go and hear him one or two times.
Yeah. Because that brother talking the fuck.
All right, sir. Cool.
He might tell me last night, say, a 2 birth certificate, Mr. Golding now. And he don't know that because him say, if him one wine got from England, and plus me see them, I put your panting, the what they say, he got a Jamaica birth certificate. So we want to know, they tell him to come out and show him birth certificate and when born.
All right. I don't know how true that is, but if you say so, and you believe in Mr. Name Porter.
Yeah, because me I tell you, said me did that piece road and the man born and grow. He born and grow over jungle. When he call he say come from the belly of the beast. So him know everything.
And who are the beast?
Me I tell you.
And who are the beast? Where he come from?
I tell you, say the place where he come from, that over jungle and Jones South, him a call the belly of the beast.
So who is the beast now?
Him a talk the area.
Oh, the area. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Take care of yourself, Vincent. 7 minutes going up to 11. Errol.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning, Errol.
More blessing.
Yes.
Mr. Youth. Them key Rise United. Me don't know if them a drink rum, them a drink khaki suit, them a take Molly, but me know something no right while go on up there, you know. Something no right, Mr. Hughes. Oh, Marky G, they are going around the country and talk about the government by all boss. Eh? Peter Bunting this year and Dayton camp, no, Mr. Hughes. And I discriminate the boss them. I want to talk about taxi man. You give me grant my 14 and 15 year old that's in the taxi man. I come pick up about Kyle school and come back with 50 minutes to pick them come back, Mr. Hughes. Eh? Marky G, they are poor and a play. He must go dig out the river, take out the stone and I go dump in our mud place in the house. Where can I hold him in a swamp? Oh, poor land there. Tell him to tell the man licking at me and the people in the crowd in them just kicking like a idiot. And I go on, the man is jump the moon. Them know I'm not little bit of the man. Talk I said, who have make one bag of night. And I'm like that. But I tell the Jamaican people, me don't know what we talk to them people after. The man that told the whole country has gone to him and everywhere he go. In them find the Prime Minister not straight, the Prime Minister not this. And he not talk about himself by October service ticket. But me say, they won't get a shock in their life. Don't say nothing to them because come September, I don't see them bust the way them are criticizing outside the Pidgin Gas School. You understand, Mr. Hughes?
So you feel saying licking head?
He man lick him head, man. Either Mali or khaki. So lick at the man a drink or rum special, man. And then where the man go, the man, and look you know. The one who named Darby. She said the party have 22 women. 22 murder by a woman. You know what they said, the woman never come down. Them are going like a bully now in the party, Mr. Hughes.
How you mean? Them are going like them a bully? Who that know? Hold on, I mean I hear you too well, Errol. Drop your voice a little. You shout too much. Your line I get bad, Errol. Say that again?
You listen them.
No. Hang up and call me back, Errol. Your line gone. Oh, God. Richie, morning. Richie? The line going. I'm not hearing Richie. Yeah. Alric?
Morning, Chris.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Hughes?
Me there, man. Me all right. How are you?
Me there, but son, I give you hell down a cent here, man.
Why, may I tell you, Alric, yesterday was very hot. It seems like...
You can't imagine St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Bad and farmers them truck up here buy water. Fortunately, me not buy none yet, but the farmers them up here buy water. But no stop on, so you know, so when Christmas come, how much you go pay for vegetable now?
Yes.
Mr. Hughes. Mr. Bunting children don't take bus or taxi. So when come with that line of argument, that him not go make, and you know the thing that get to me, Mr. Hughes, the ordinary Jamaicans like me in the crowd at the political meeting, and sometimes look like we don't listen to the way the people them on the stage say. Because if me there Christiana last night and Mr. Bunting said that, me not cheering because I know Mr. Bunting picking not take bus. Marky G picking not take bus. None of them picking not take bus, so they don't know the poor people, country people, picking the taxi man them come and say no schoolers now because big people are run.
Yeah.
They not accustomed to that, Mr. Hughes. You know, the taxi man them just come and say no schoolers now, you know, next trip big people are run now because they not take the half year. You pick the late to school, you pick pitney late to come home. You appear at your better wonder one to them. You hear say them crash on the road because of them bad driving and your heart reach your mouth until you hear 3-1 walking at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And now the minister try to put in a system. And we don't know much. You know much or Chevron. How the money with them will give you? How much tax man will get that the money they carry how much pitney?
How are they going to choose those taxi men? How are they going to account for it?
That's the next question. Because Mr. Youth, some of the parents them will get the money and you hear when they tell you about Roma mixed up. Some of them
something is happening. Your line going very, very bad, Alric. So it was with Errol. Yeah. Hello?
You hear me now?
Yes, but why your line wobbling?
The breeze is blowing like it.
The breeze what?
Blowing very hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so me just not understand the Mr. Hughes, and then you see now Mr. Phillips have to come and distance himself from it because him reason a little bit more rational, you know. Him want the system because he has been crying about it for years. So he can't go.
Boy, that's where we gotta leave it. Let's go to the break and come back. Sorry about that, Ulrich.
Hughes, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine.
Good. Well, your line sounds much better. Go ahead.
Yeah. Reminder to ask if West Indies mango finish. Remember to catch only be one and give her, you know.
The East Indian mango?
Yeah, it finished?
No, it not finished yet.
Only be not get any yet?
No.
Oh my.
I don't think she'll get any though.
Then you want to tell everyone my it was late and Mr. Hughes.
I will try and remember her.
Okay. Mr. Hughes, those people that in the meeting jumping and blowing the boom seller. Those children not going to take the bus.
I don't know.
Children not going to take the bus.
I don't know. Probably they have other plans.
Have other plan.
You never know.
And if they go in power, would they abandon the bus and go to taxi?
Well,
Mark Golding.
well, based on what he said, he may attempt to do that.
Oh my God! Mr. Hughes, my granddaughter didn't take private bus. I pay every week for, and I said, as the time passes, and then come home, and I have to call them, and find out what's happening, much less. Country people in the country who taking bus, taxi, and now when they think to carry them go to school. Me know the mother them feel. When I sit down at them home and say the them can't come home. Because me in town here and them take private bus. I have to pay. And I worry so much less in the country. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, eh? Hard
it's
as
hard,
a parent.
man. You see, they don't understand. Because me in town here, at the time pass, me calling me and asking what's happening now. Much less people them in the country.
Yeah. I really don't. I don't understand the thinking of Mr. Bunting and Mr. Golding.
And those people that jump, those people that children are going to take the bus. I would better take none, then taxi. But the children take taxi and Mark Golding pay for it. Oh my God, you know, hurt Mr. Hughes. Because, you know, they don't understand, you know. When they say no to children, they, you know, stop worry till and come back in, you know. My God.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Hughes, remember the mango on the bee.
Oh. All right, Elaine, I'll try and remember. I have a few at home. I'll bring one for her tomorrow.
One. Okay.
All right, good. Mikey B, morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
Good morning.
Yes. I have two things. The school bus. I don't know if you think about Mr. Golding telling people that he's going to build 500 houses in Swamp. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that as well.
No, honestly, you never hear about Operation Pride. Wasn't there a report that said that there was some house built on land that is not suitable? And that failure. So it's more taxpayer money Mr. Golding promised that he's going to put on swampland for us, and Portland have more rainfall than most other parish in Jamaica. When the people them flood out, That is a more threat to people's life than school bus. Isn't it? Didn't Bunting hear what his leader said I'm going to do? I'm going to kill our people by putting them into swamp. Isn't that a threat to people's life? And to make matters worse, Mr. Hughes, I remember a few time ago, Mrs. Holness said the PNP, like they encourage squatting or encourage people to build their house and place that is not safe. And people drag her through court for not coming. But here, in life and in living color, Mark Golding said going to take up some soil from out a riverbed, which is already waterlogged, and put it into the next place. And what happens to the environmental people? Isn't going to disturbing swampland. What about the crocodiles? You're not going to move these animals that inhabit there? Mr. Hughes?
Sir, Mr. Golding, words leave him open to several such questions as you are asking. Several. And I don't think I'm in a position to explain. Yeah, it is up to Mr. Golding to seek to clarify his plan, his intention. Yeah, Mr. Golding has developed a practice of speaking loosely, words that can be open to different interpretations. Yeah. So I'm not going to attempt to explain what he is intending. Yeah, because the very thought of building 500 houses in a swamp, yeah, just doesn't sound right. Doesn't.
Madness. That don't fit for a leader to put your country, you have to put your citizens of your country that you want to lead in swampland. And then I'm going to point out, I don't know if George or somebody at your station could do this for me, Mr. Hughes. Can you check over the last 10 years how many students have died in an accident by traveling into the government JUTC bus versus how many students have died traveling into taxi? Because Mr. Golding said to book Probox when them kill the Fabian with William Fabian over. I'm going to promote now Probox. Then Bunting say the government bus is going to kill our people. Where's the record that show that traveling on the government bus kill people versus the taxi? Almost every year, you are the one who read the news. Your station read the news. Name me a year when a child don't lost their life by traveling into a speeding taxi versus a system that we're told that it's going to be regulated, it's going to be checked, there's going to be balance. And I know the JUTC train their drivers well, and also they'll be monitored. No parents don't have to worry where their child and their children is. Because the principal can say, yes, they board the bus will be monitored and they will reach home. Plus, the bus is in no hurry to compete against each other. These taximen are going to compete, and in competition, carrying children in competition, you're not going to make sure that they're secure in the vehicle before you move off. There's an high risk of competing against your fellow taximan to see how much children you can carry.
You know, that's an excellent point, sir. Excellent point. Because you're going to give taxi men, women, yeah, they are going to compete even more. Yes. While these school buses, yeah, are in no such competition.
No competition. They can slowly drive, and I'm telling you, the speed limit on these buses
yes, they're
at a certain level.
Yes.
And all buses, all them, they carry them not all. Not all taxi them. I'm not talking about all buses. These buses are coming from America, where the transportation regulation up there is at a very high standard. And these people, when I'm traveling in America, in school zone, you have to travel at a particular speed. They emphasize protecting their children. I don't understand why Mr. Bunting is trying to scare people about the government is going to kill half the nation children when his leader is going to dump people in a swampland. Isn't that more easy of killing our people by drowning them than school bus? I'm thinking that the program is such a brilliant program, and they cannot match Mr. Vaz, and they are going to feel the pressure, and they know that it's a brilliant program going into election. So them trying to tear it down before it's ineffective because they have no plan. All they do is tear down the Prime Minister and the bank account. As somebody said, when I talk about Mr. Golden and him, how much birth certificates him have. They need to give the country a credible plan. And it's 20,000 families, himself. 20,000 families. Look how much poor people family. And so 20,000 families going to benefit. News flash, Mr. Vaz has given more than 20,000 families. Every parish going to get something. They have to love it up. Hug it up. It is here to stay. And the third term is coming, and we have a plan. The government have a plan. Obviously, their plan is to criticize and tear down. But big up to Andrew Holness government.
All right, Liberate.
Yes.
12 minutes after 11 o'clock. It's all about rural school bus system. Yes? I would love to hear from one or two other comrades. Yeah? About the statements made by Bunting and Golding on the weekend about the school bus system. Come here and defend it, man. Yeah? Let me hear from you. 13 minutes after 11. Gary, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Hughes.
Good morning, sir.
You want to hear from a present day comrade, but me a past tense comrade.
Oh.
But, yeah, there was something, Mr. Hughes. All the talk about Mark Golding, Chunk, and this and that. Let me tell you something. In my opinion, one thing settled. Mark Golding is in stage 4 madness. And now, Peter Bunting join him.
What is
argument done?
What is stage 4 madness? What is stage 4 madness?
All right. You ever walk, somebody talk to themselves? That is okay. But when you start answer yourself, you're gone in a 3 stage. But you see, now when them criticize the bus to the point of 4th stage madness. And that's my opinion. So I'm on a junking thing. You understand me? Mr. Hughes. The bus service in a rural thing, I'm glad for them. But let me tell you something. Not to stay long. I'm on a bus. And usually take the taxi coming from Boulevard in to downtown. And it's $200 go down and $200 come up. I'm standing at the bus stop and waiting for a bus. And I see an empty 32 come. We decide to take it and come down. When I on the bus and it go up the boulevard, I couldn't help but feel all the breeze cool and thing in it. And the driver was there pleasant too. And I said to him, say, I did not talk out loud, him can't hear me because I was sitting next nearby as a senior person. And I said to him, say, why, the bus cool and nice and it clean. But I understand all of this. And the machine, what them have in there, ticketing machine, not working. Him say, why you say so? I say, but me look at the ticket and I see it's $25 for the bus fare. It not work. A lady beside me say, sir, at $25 for the fare. The driver turned to me and say, yeah man, $25 over 60 and you pay $25. And I say, what? Me leave and go town. You know, say, me wait for the bus to come back home again. I use a $400 to pay a day. You say when me pay $25, $50, me have $350 leave. You see when we come up, we stand up with my friend them and some PNP and a friend them. So I say I'm me alone I drink this. 1 Guinness I buy for myself.
From your savings.
Them say nothing now go on. Me go down the 3-4 times a week. All me do, me come out earlier than me usually wait. Now, sometimes you out there hour and a half, 45 minutes. But knowing the comfort, me going to have $350 for buy myself a Heineken or a Guinness. And so when the sun hot and the Guinness and the Heineken cold, it go down like ice water. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Big up to Mr. Vaz. You understand me? And them a tell me, say, that and nothing. Me never stop for check $350 each day and for the week and for the month, you know. Because me know say that I gone enough on the calculator. You understand me?
Yes.
And guess what? The two most important thing, and 8 years now, my pay my black taxes, land taxes, about 2 months ago from the end of April. And guess what? It no raise all now. And me have a policy, say anytime we tell my tenant to me have in a little part of apartment rent out, listen, we not really frequent in raising rent, although by law you're supposed to do it once a year. But listen to me, anytime the mortgage raise, or anytime the land tax raise, me go and raise on rent. That's my policy.
Yes.
So far them I live good. So it a pass down back to that somebody. So anytime people come with them taxes, who rent, I go know say it a go up. You understand me? So therefore, listen to me, in my opinion, a fourth stage madness. Me know Mark was there, but Peter Bunting just joined him.
So Bunting is what stage?
Him just joined him up a fourth stage madness.
Oh, he moved up to fourth stage
Yeah, man,
madness.
he did it a 3 long time. But when him a blunder with the things, the man embarrass people, I know I apologize. No, when him come up, no one attack, and I say him no care. And then guess what? The people are the ultimate decision maker to put them people in at them place. And as a one time, long time, before time PNP, when me couldn't wait for 1976 come, when me are 19, to go vote for Michael Manley, a God for me. You understand me? Until him deceive me when him talk about him I go roll back the 2% for university fee where you say I go put on and him not do it. And talk about him I go reverse the tax and savings. And 89 we go back now left Labour right and go vote back for PNP. And then Manley out and PG come and say black man time. And I say, oh, what you mean black man time? I jump up. And about 2 years after that in PNP when Patterson have him election, Patterson moved the 2% fee to 20%. I done with PNP from that. You understand me? So anytime a PNP up on a platform and him say the next PNP government, I turn off my radio.
Oh?
No, me don't want to hear him.
Oh?
You understand me? No, sir. So let me tell Andrew something. Him better make true and sleep with the door or your window open. You understand me? Because if him not do that before him come out of power, he might go in a serious dilemma. Like how PNP fast for them thing them. You understand me? And people will turn against them. And like how crime a drop now, that make the PNP party in a tizzy. You understand me? Because them now go out that to campaign pan because by the end of the year, it can go right down to all 70%.
Oh.
So anyway,
you think people are factoring that in their decision?
Well, they say use everything. Then enough people don't factor in the $25. But when me look at the $250 when me save, and me look at when me buy with it. And nice because me not smoke, but you know me drink.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
So therefore I just that. But I use you have a tape, you see, where you did get Jerry Small. They come on your program once and they talk about this blood and fire incident which took place at Hero Circle.
No, it was the Seaga's declaration, blood for blood, fire
but
for
it
fire.
wasn't. It was the Rastas that was there, and I think was Group 69, some PNP people them from there, telling Mr. Seaga every time him get up to speak about the interment of Marcus Garvey, they shouted out blood and fire, and Mr. Seaga had to sit down back. And Jerry Small said, and the third occasion when him get up again to speak and them keep saying blood and fire, Seaga turned to them and say, listen, if I go down arrest West Kingston and come back, when we see where blood and fire is. And the PNP been using that to Seaga say blood and fire against PNP. So I'm telling Andrew, be careful how them react to this blood and fire thing where the PNP are say, because they're going to come around and say, is them a go inside violence instead and turn it around. So they must go back. Georgia, one of my upcoming person who next to you, tell him, say, go find that tape, probably about 3 years ago. Go find it and play back on the radio, make people hear. You understand me?
All right.
And Paul Burke was a person that come on and said PNP was using that line for years to take down Mr. Siago. And when Jerry come on and contradict it and telling them what happened, PNP stop use it. Look for that tape and enlighten the people them.
All right, sir. Take care of yourself.
That's Mr. You.
Good. Time for the break.
My hands were
Now, relating how their experiences in the taxis and the buses in urban Jamaica while having to take the buses to go to school, their experiences being physically, assaulted by men who would rub up, that's the term they're using, rub up on them while they were standing in the buses. A number of adult women saying they lived that experience. And if we can move away from that, more to the rural bus system. You know, this is an issue that resonates with a lot of people because 99% of us had to depend on public transport to go to school and back from school. So I don't think Bunting and Golding understand the range of emotional and raw experiences people are bringing to their perception about this problem, you know. I don't think they get it. And for Bunting to say he's unapologetic, he's hurting the PNP. Who's next? Violet, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Hughes, and your listener. I'm glad I get to you, Mr. Hughes. From last week, I try to get you. Mr. Hughes,
Yes.
listen to me. I can tell you and your listeners this little story. I had a daughter who was going to a company high school in half a tree. One morning, she and her father left out. First, they haven't left out at the same time. And when the bus came, I wasn't there, but the store was sold to me by both of them. The bus came, the coasters, them, Mr. You, and she's stepping up into the coaster, and this conductor boy grabbed her in her neck, in her Christian uniform, Mr. You, and chip out piece of her neck and push her outside on the ground. And the father was there with a trapped in security man, and then one sees him down on the ground and go to step on him, and people bawling out and what have you. That is what Peter Bunting and women they want to come back, Mr. You, and for them 15 a take bus, coaster bus. Mr. You, that is just one example. Anyway, may have another thing to say to you. Mr. You.
And how long ago was that experience with your daughter?
Long time, because she's a big young woman now.
Big young woman now.
She's a big woman now.
Right.
To work in.
Yes.
And she's the one who I'm tell you, since 1 year and 6 months couldn't get no work with her masters and her bachelor. Yes. Mr. You, listen to me now, sir. 78 or 79, right? This man from a prime minister or president came from the Caribbean, came here to Jamaica, and he said, on the platform he was campaigning with the Prime Minister of Jamaica, which was Michael Manley. And he said to Michael Manley, get rid of the alligator eggs before them hatch. And Mr. Yu is like him put through a fire, through gasoline on fire. Where the blood, that is what the People's National Party, they are the architect of blood and fire. Mr. Yu, Maxfield Avenue that they call it now was Whitfield Town. There was a place anybody would want to live over there. And they say, you the caretaker over there, burn out the people, them have to run them pure blood and fire, pure. That was their saying. PNP saying, no make nobody fool you, me say, you may not know about it. But no me young me say you, me tell you, them say, blood, fire, blood. And this day in question, it was a Sunday evening, me used to live in Alman Town. And Mr. Siaga was invited to give a speech at Hero Circle, where they call it, but it in a race course to show you how long it was. And Mr. You, when him was the third person to speak, and two get up and speak, and when Mr. Siaga got up to speak, they were throwing pebbles on him, what you call the little gravel them, and him asked them to desist from doing it, and they did not. And the third time him said, well, it will be blood for blood and fire for fire. Mr. I was there, I was at the front, and I saw it.
Oh, you were there?
Yes, I'm telling you, Mr. You young, somebody live in Alman Town. Mr. You, Alman Town, a diet
PNP.
I
Yes.
have to tell you, when Mr. Siaga used that word, they said them have to whip him way up Hero Circle, up Marisco Road. Mr. One heap and body money and rock out, Mr. You. They tell you this violence, I tell you this morning, Mr. You. So Mr. Siaga, him having beautiful, expected wife beside him. And them have to whip him away. You understand? Mr. You, it may stand the morning and broke out. You hear, and you hear the lion PNP them and talk about, and Mr. Siaga inside the blood and fire. Well, Mr. You, I'm going to tell you, there are two people named in the Bible that I would refer to right now, Mr. You, and I'm going to tell them. One is Eli. Eli, why persecuted so why? Mr. You, the other one is Barabbas. You see what?
Barabbas.
No, Mr. You, not Barabbas. This one is Barabbas. Mr.
Barabbas.
Barabbas.
Yes.
This woman, I tell you, Mr. You see the scripture is fulfilling? Eh? The PNP then is the one that crucified Christ. You hear? Crucify Christ, Barabbas. But Mr. You say, come, choose who you are. The people then choose Barabbas. Barabbas. But I am telling the Jamaican people this morning, I have a good experience in my life. Mr. You, thing here, what you call current event, that is what I used to do, Mr. You. And I know a lot, I see a lot, and I telling the Jamaican people who have ambition, vote for labor rights, who not have no ambition, make them go vote for PNP, because I'm going to take that Holness build a wall, like the wall of Berlin. You hear?
Where am I going to build it? Where for build it? When for build it?
When for build it in Jamaica, we're going to have a Jamaica wall. We part of the PNP, them.
No, sir. No, Miss Violet. No, Miss Violet. No. Forget that one. That one, they can't work. No, sir.
I know, Mr. You. I know it cannot work, but it's because I'm upset and the feelings that I have, what is happening in the country, Mr. You, all the people are lie and wicked, Mr. You. Look what we got through in the days of Paul. What's his name? Philip Paul with the collide. Mr. You
to do what?
Hot here come out of it. When you do 2 hours to the day you get like little light. You not get no more again. Till I'm bringing daylight saving time. People call it daylight slavery time. And that the people that want no ambition want to come back, Mr. You. I'm very upset this morning, Mr. You. Because when I look and say how Honorable Holness is trying didn't say when you might give out the $10,000, Mr. You, and the $20,000, he didn't say labor rights alone. Mr. You, the PNP, them pop down the system the first day, and push out the labor right then. And them now come talk as this to say, the Dr. Andrew Holness is not doing anything. Oh my God, Mr. You, I'm telling you, China going to weep and mourn. Anyhow, PNP win again. Goodbye, Mr. Mr. You are more to tell you about another time.
Well, hold on there. You said that Caribbean leader came here in 1978 and told the country, told Michael Manley, that he used to do what to the alligator?
Kill the alligator the egg before they
hatch.
come back here the other day, Mr. You, sorry. He came back the other day again a tour with the man we want to run Portland. We are caretaker for Portland. He come back here the other day, Mr. You, and a tour, and she afterwards, Mr. You.
No,
the police,
no. Hold on, Miss Violet. I remember it was not a Caribbean leader who said it. It was the president of Mozambique, Samora Machel. Yeah? I don't think it was Ralph Gonzalez. Yeah? Not in 1978, 79. No, I don't think it was Ralph. I think it was Machel.
Mr. You, when
Yes.
Mr. Thiago won in 1980, him say, him tell the people him thanks, and him try will now ask Mr. whatever him name to exit Jamaica in 24 hours. You remember that?
That was a Cuban ambassador. That was a Cuban ambassador Seaga expelled from Jamaica.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the other day, somebody come back and a tour, Mr. You. Them a tour, you say afterward what happened? The police and find how many guns and ammunition, Mr. You. And what quiet, then silent the police and the security force, Mr. You. About body camera and judicial killing. Let me tell you something, Mr. Whole time people I want words to say, show me your company and I tell you who you are. And Tom drunk, but Tom no fool. And Mr. You see after that, about 3 weeks after the amount of ammunition we come in at Jamaica, we're in at Jamaica, Mr. You, let me tell the security forces them this morning, drop a booty band and tank every time them go out, the driver don't stop at all. Mr. You.
All right, Miss Violet, take your time now. Ease down.
Mr. You.
Yes.
We don't have to war. We have who to war for us. The security forces are here to war for the people of Jamaica now. You hear?
All right, ma'am.
Let me tell you something, the people of Jamaica who have no ambition to the woman of the placard in her hand. And when the reporter asked her what is on the placard, she could not tell what and she said she don't know. And they asked her what is she out here, she said she don't know. So it's supporting her leader. Mr. You and everybody I don't like them. And the other one said jungle she come from, she a mama to jungle. Mr. You don't.
All right, Miss Violet, take it easy. How old are you, Miss Violet?
Disgrace and
How old are you, Miss Violet?
Mr. You are the 83 October coming, sir.
All right, take it easy. You hear?
Yes, sir. I am the one who tell you that I have the heart problem.
And you are going to Miss Violet?
Yes, Mr. You, my doctor.
No. Me I go cut you off now. Come in, why your heartstring bust for me, No, Miss Violet. Easy now. Easy. All right? Okay. Oh, dear. All right. Time for the break. Fine form. And she's clearly a very keen observer of the politics. I remember Samora Machel, the president of Mozambique, coming here on a state visit. And it became very controversial because it was at the time of the height of the political struggle, the ideological war in the 1970s between the PNP and the JLP. And Machel went straight into the politics. And he said that Manley and the PNP should kill the alligators before they're hatched. Kill them in their eggs. And I remember it caused one hell of a political storm. Yeah? I was a teenager at the time. And it was a huge political story. The Jamaica Labour Party and Edward Seaga were furious. Yeah? Over that statement. And then the Caribbean ambassador who was expelled, you heard her say. That was a Cuban ambassador to Jamaica, who was also caught up in that ideological struggle. And Siaga and the JLP accused him of interfering in our politics. And after Siaga won the elections of October 30, 1980, he expelled Ulysses Estrada, was his name. Yeah? Estrada, E-S-T-R-A-D-A, was his name. And Siaga expelled him from Jamaica, declaring him persona non grata. Yeah. But Miss Violet, she knew our politics. Yeah. Lawrence, good morning. Hello, Lawrence? Hello. Good morning, sir.
My time?
Yes, sir. But speak up for me. I'm not hearing you well.
Hello?
You sound like you're a mile away from your phone. Oh, no, your line is bad. Maestro.
Huh?
Your time, maestro.
Yeah. Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, couple quick questions. Some years, not about a year ago or so on, I was speaking to a friend of mine. So I said to him, sir, I think Trump is going to win. The person is living. He said, yeah, when are we? He said, no. That's where I was wrong. I didn't say I support Trump. I said, me think more win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I said it on another radio station, and I have it strong that the person is listening right now. I told him that whenever I choose a party that I think are going to win, that don't necessarily mean I'm supporting them. So at that time, I told him I think the JLP is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if they should lose, this is not the first time I would predict wrong. Because in 1980, I predict that Michael Manley was going to win and he lost. And in 2007, or something like that, I predict that the PNP was going to win and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
So if I predict now that the JLP is going to win and they lose, it won't be the first.
Mm-hmm. That's
the one thing. And there are, I know a lot of people listening on the other side now are saying, see, long time I tell you some extra labor rights, And there are certain people on your station who would say, how am I PNP? And I said that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would let them know that I would never tell anybody who I vote for. And I would never tell anybody to vote for any party.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, with that in mind, I think the JLP is going to win. And maybe not by a big margin. For example, I think they're going to probably lose most of the seats in Westmoreland. I'm in Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might lose all 3 seats in Westmoreland.
Yes.
Because where I was born and grew up, near Darliston, it is only 31 vote Daniel Lawrence who won it by.
Yes.
And Dean Campbell is there now, and I think, and in Central Westmoreland here, maybe, I don't know, they might get it back. They might get back all 3 seats in Westmoreland, but I think the JLP is going to win. A point somebody mentioned earlier, say, how come the people, the audience, sit down and listen to Mark Golding and whoever. But that is common practice on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
How come people sit down in a meeting and hear man tells you, vote, put your F in X beside the bell, and they sit down and listen to that, and they cheer him.
Mm-hmm.
How come a man say, no party now get none of my money, or something like that, and the people cheer him.
Mm-hmm.
So see me when Golden and whether when you bunching and chat them foolishness, so on, people cheer them too.
Mm-hmm. And it's a part of crowd psychology. You don't expect people in a crowd of that nature to get up and articulate their opposition or disagreement. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that. So it's not strange that they cheer them along.
Exactly.
Moving right along to put the conclusion of why I say, like, I couldn't go out and canvass for a party, like the PNP, for example, who Fidel Castro sent 2 little boys come down here. And just we, according to Brazil, screw them up, it costs much, and they have to thief them and sell them. Huh? I could not go and tell people to vote for a party where Morocco sends 72,000 bags of fertilizer, come down here, and party people are faithful, give it to people who are not farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That when I inquire, I was in Jam, a lady investigate the something, right? I don't know whether it was Miss Calder or somebody, and they're telling say 5,800 bags spoil. What do you mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
You mean the Auditor General investigated?
Yes,
I don't think it was Miss
whoever
Calder.
it is that in
Yes.
Auditor General investigate. And you are telling me say 5,000. So show me then what you doing to them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That no makes sense. That is what they call it perception with something like Amnesty International. We talk about perception there. When you hear things like those, you must realize that we are corrupt indeed.
Yes. Yes.
The man said, catch us in a little ball, them come down here. And we don't have to take them and sell them. Huh? Man have them come and carry and sell.
I'd holy pebbles, though, Maestro.
Yes, all right. Holy pebbles.
Holy pebbles.
Holy pebbles for the catch us and come down here. And then have them and sell.
Yeah.
And see it happen with the fertilizer. The country sends 72,000 bags and man have to sell that in store.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, I was listening at a radio station on one occasion about something last year. And I hear one man talk, say, him see, I believe it must be labor right, with somebody fertilizer, a chop pull up, and have the man have the fertilizer sell. The person said, I'm a talk and he said, right, you know. Now, what it turned out to be, the person who get the fertilizer is not a farmer. So what the person know that turned out to sell it, I must say, he must buy it from him at a reduced price, of course. You understand?
Oh, dear. Yes.
And lastly, there was a time in Parliament where they were contemplating about distribution of certain things. I don't remember what it was, like horse or something like that. And Michael Phillips said, it's the politician they should give to hand it out. I don't remember it. And don't give it to anybody else. I remember there was a debate as to whether the politician should be the one distributed. And Michael Phillips said, are we, the politician, should hand it out? And he said, because we know the people in the community. Right. So then if that be the case, are them gonna you should go to the place and you should know because you still know the people in the community a lot. You should know what was right that. And then now it come to where them shouldn't be handed it out. Because the fertilizer come, or rather, maybe the church or somebody should have it out, the church can thief too. But if the epidemic rather somebody responsible, me hear say the politician, them bad man have rather, and the people are rather afraid and give it to the politician if they hand out. And in other words, they're not only thief, they thief it too and sell it. You understand now?
Yes. Yes.
That's why the perception index, we are always so bad on it. So those are my
All right, sir. Thank you, Maestro.
You're welcome, sir.
11 minutes going up to noon. Well, let's go to the break and come back.
Bunting or disgusting is the only word I can find to describe it, Mr. Hughes.
Why disgusting?
No, I'll tell you. No, Mr. Val touched on it online, but I want to just, repeat the point. Jamaica has had a school bus system before. Correct? This is not the first time we're having a rural school bus system. And particularly, the people of parishes like Manchester and Clarendon have had more school-related, transport-related deaths than any other parish, right? Particularly schools like Holness Technical High School. And Mr. Bunting had the nerve to go up there and mention the students who have passed from Holness Technical High School as a result of public transportation vehicles being used under PMP administration, to transport students, to say that people from Manchester would know more than any others of the dangers associated with using improper modes of transportation for students. I don't understand how people don't draw the parallel, or maybe our memories are short, But it was the PNP when Omar Davies was transport minister, and I'm glad that it was brought back to the fore the other day by Mr. Vaz, that decided that they're going to use PPVs and open it up so that taxis and coaster buses can carry school children and get a thing. And they cancelled the JUTC program that Mike Henry was trying to use to transport students in rural areas. And the reason they said for doing that was because, they couldn't afford it. It was a big expense at the time. The JUTC has never made a profit, Mr. Hughes. So for you to use a loss as a reason to cancel something like a rural school bus system and a pilot, completely unacceptable. Right? Now, because that the buses are old, right? Now, I don't know if some of us may be too young to remember, but there were 230 brand new buses that Mike Henry and Audley Shaw had worked on to get in Jamaica for a rural school bus system, and 230 new buses. But as the people always say, elections have consequences, and when the PMP were elected, they cancelled, albeit at that time it was a loan. So it wasn't like now where we have the fiscal space to purchase new buses for JUTC and used buses for the rural school bus system. It's not like now, but the funds were identified and an agreement was in place to get 230 new buses for the pilot. Right? And then they would have rolled it out across all parishes. It was cancelled because they said JUTC can't take on this burden right now. JUTC still went on to lose billions and billions and billions of dollars every single year. So why is it that JUTC can afford to lose billions in fuel theft, right? To lose billions in pilferage from the registers, and we see it in the reports every year. The Auditor General goes there that there are so many losses in areas that are not related to service losses. You get me? It's just pilferage and pilferage and pilferage.
You made a statement earlier I want to correct. I don't think we have ever had a dedicated rural school bus service,
We did.
With what to remind me of that?
We did. So there were two instances. The first was following a really, it wasn't island-wide, but the pilot had started. So there was an accident where I think 3 Holness students had died, and maybe another 9 were injured. And Mr. Henry and Mr. Shaw were close friends. And Mr. Henry, being the transport minister at the time, he decided that he was.
It never really got off the ground.
Well, buses started operating on those routes.
And how long did it? Go ahead.
It was about a year. They operated for about a year.
For just Manchester? Or
Manchester and some areas of Clarendon.
Oh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't consider that a system, sir. No, it was an effort by Mr. Henry and Mr. Yes.
Yeah, but that wasn't a rural school system. The pilot was started. When the PMP came in, they said that it was scaled up to about 20 buses, and they had to scale it back because of losses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they implemented a bus system where they were using the minibuses and the taxis, and they would put a little decal or tag on them that says school bus or rural school bus. Right? And they said that they're phasing out the JUTC and they're using this method to transport students, and they pick them up at certain points and XYZ, and they said that this was more economical and XYZ, and they put the 20 buses back on Kingston routes.
Okay, so I have to leave it there for the morning session.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Good. So we're going to leave it for